Before I get into it, I draw attention to the disclaimer at the beginning of this video, which states that nothing I say should be taken seriously. This video is an opinion piece, ergo, nothing I say is stated as fact. I'm exercising my right to freedom of speech as enshrined under Article 10 of the 1998 Human Rights Act. So that was a fun start. There's a saying that if people had to kill the animals they use for meat, most of us would be vegetarian, and that definitely applies to me. As much as I love bacon and sausages, if in order for me to cook an English breakfast I had to go outside and blow Peppa Pig's head off, my dietary requirements would rapidly change. But next week, down in Parliament here in the UK, there's a debate about the possibility of banning what, in my opinion, is an unnecessarily cruel form of animal slaughter.
Breaking news! The UK are planning to ban halal meat! On the 9th of June, there's going to be a debate in Parliament to ban halal meat. This is because this petition has over 100,000 signatures. This is probably the stupidest thing I've heard in my life. Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world and the second biggest in the UK. Why would you want to ban halal meat? We're literally helping you. Our meat is cleaner. There's no way this is actually going to go through. Comment below your thoughts on this, guys, and share this everywhere.
He seemed a calm and rational chap, clearly and concisely getting his point across. Now, of course, halal slaughter won't be banned in the UK, even though I believe the vast majority of Brits are against it, because doing so would lead to cries of racism and Islamophobia. And of course, our current Labour government are heavily dependent on the votes of people who, in my opinion, don't so much follow a religion, more of a 7th century death cult. And that, in my opinion, cult involves the ritualistic slaughter of animals, which, again, in my opinion, like everything else to do with the religion of peace, is as evil as humanly possible. And Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world? Yes, because it's the most violent. Anyone else remember ISIS, those cave-dwelling goat fuckers? They rock up in someone else's territory, and it's, well, you can convert to Islam or we'll kill you. And if you're already Muslim and you consider leaving, then we'll kill you. For any other religion, that isn't a good look. Now, some people will want to label me as far right. I am not. In my opinion, I'm just saying what a hell of a lot of people are already thinking. The UK is at boiling point. In my 47 years on this earth, I've never known anything like it. And a lot of the problem is, a lot of the cause of the tension is that there's this one group of people who follow this one ideology. Whenever anything kicks off, they're always in the middle of it and always play the fucking victim. And then that's backed up by, in my opinion, the government and the police. To me, Islam is not a religion that's compatible with Western civilization. In fact, I don't think it's compatible with any civilization that's moved on past the fucking Dark Ages. Now, the Muslim Council of Britain have said that if halal slaughter is banned, which in my opinion is just torturing an animal for the sake of it, then Muslims will leave the UK. So I'm going to sound like a little Englander, but I don't see the problem. Off you fuck. Because if we suddenly lose a group of people who are most likely to be unemployed, who often have massive families that are a huge strain on the national finances, also people most likely to be involved in criminality, where's the fucking issue? I think the UK will cope with a few less taxi drivers if it also means a massive drop in money laundering, terrorism and paedophilia, allegedly.
All Muslims halal meat will be banned in the UK. The British Parliament is discussing whether to ban halal slaughtered meat in the country, and many people think they want to force Muslims out of the country by doing this. This means all of the famous halal restaurants will shut down and you can't even buy halal meat for your house. If this happens, this would be terrible for all the Muslims living there. Hopefully it doesn't happen. But apparently they have a petition with 100,000...
There's another highly excitable chap. So these famous halal restaurants, where are they? So I can actively avoid them. Killing an animal without stunning it is just being cruel for the sake of it. And other religions have moved on. Very few Christians take the Bible literally. It's often used as a metaphor. An eye for an eye is about justice. Whereas for the Friday Pajama Club, their holy book is the word of God. They take it literally. So if by some miracle halal slaughter got banned in this country and we lose this invasive fucking culture, that would be something to celebrate. And here is another example of why I don't think Islamism is compatible with the Western world. This chap is talking in the United States of America.
A woman leaves the house without hijab. The father says, I don't want you to go outside without the hijab. What's his reasoning? Right? Islam. Someone else butts in and says, Habibi, liberal values. Everyone's entitled to do as they wish. We are in a liberated country. Do not enforce your laws or Islamism on people who are living in the States. Right? Another time she goes out, but this time round, my brothers and my sisters, she wears more revealing clothes. You stop her from doing so, that same guy butts in. Akhi, liberal values. Everyone's entitled to do as they wish. Sahih? These are some of the real life challenges that we're facing, sah? Taib. The day after that, my brothers and my sisters, she goes outside completely naked. Is this allowed? Why not? Why is it not allowed? Stop being so rough and tough. Liberal values. Everyone's entitled to do as they wish. Why do you have a problem when she goes outside without any clothes, but you don't have a problem when she's going around wearing revealing clothes or without the hijab? Again, we go back to the question, where do you draw the line with regards to what is wrong?
Where do you draw the line? Well, I don't know the laws in the New World, but I imagine they're similar to the laws here in the UK, where we have the Public Decency Act. People can remove clothing to the point where it's considered indecent. That's where the fucking line is drawn. But for the followers of a religion where their prophet was a man who married a girl when she was 6 and fucked her when she was 9, I don't think women are actually the problem. We know in Islamic countries victim blaming is rife. If a woman is raped, it's her fault for tempting men. And that's the difference between our cultures, because a couple of years ago, I was on holiday in Spain and on the beach was a very attractive young German woman. She was topless and her bikini bottoms were just a piece of string covering up her coin slot and cock socket. Yet I didn't feel the need to force myself on her, because I'm not a fucking barbarian. Yet we know that when the boat people roll up at Dover, coming from war-torn countries, although actually when they come to this country, they've come from France, which I'm fairly certain isn't currently at war, because if they were, we'd be bailing them out. We know that when those people turn up from Islamic countries, when they get put into migrant hotels, in the area there's usually a spike in sexually related crimes against women and girls. That's on top of all the grooming gangs we've got in this country that have been established for decades, which no one will investigate because, again, racism. And for decades, the British have been so fucking tolerant, bending over backwards to people who've either just come to this country or it may be their parents or grandparents. People who openly hate us on our way of life. We've bent over backwards giving them housing and benefits and letting them build their fucking mosques everywhere. And now enough is enough. Why is it such a big deal that the British are saying, would you mind not torturing animals to death? In my opinion, if you move to another country, assimilate, fit in or fuck off. And on that, when I was a younger man, I used to ride a motorbike. So whenever I went into a shop, I took my crash helmet off because we're required to see each other's faces. That's what we do in a polite society if we have nothing to hide. In present day society, it's all the dickheads wearing face masks. Yet, today, I was in the supermarket and a man walks in his sandals and 10 paces behind him is his wife, dressed head to toe in black, essentially looking like a sentient, collapsed Guinness golf umbrella. So that's the end of this very ranty video. If you enjoyed it, God knows why you would have done, please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you could leave a like or a comment or share this video, I really appreciate it. If you would like to support me in making these videos, there are links in the description to buy me a coffee and to my new Patreon. And as ever, thanks for watching. Before I get into it, I draw attention to the disclaimer at the beginning of this video that says nothing I say should be taken seriously. This is an opinion piece. I'm exercising my right to freedom of speech. Fuck it. we'll have to Google that, is at boiling point. I have never known this country to be so tense, and a lot of it is the tension being stoked up by the double standards, in my opinion, the two-tier policing, two-tier justice, and that one group of people who follow a certain ideology can get the fuck it, assimilate or fuck off. I don't understand it. Why move from a third world shithole to a developed country which you then complain isn't a third world shithole?